The ground shakes as something stomps through the dense, prehistoric forest, eyeing his prey in the distance. Standing at 13 meters long and weighing 6 tons, Blue, a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex with its powerful jaws and bone-crushing bite, ruled Laramidia like no other. This fearsome predator had an advanced brain, sharp senses, and a roar that could be heard for miles. But how did this once small, vulnerable creature evolve into the king of the dinosaurs? 70 million years ago, the world looked very different. Dinosaurs ruled the earth, and among them was one that stood out above the rest, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just its size alone was enough to terrify anything that crossed its path. And its roar, it was so loud and so powerful that you could probably hear it from miles away. The T-Rex wasn't just big, it was the king of the dinosaurs, the top predator of its time. Imagine being a smaller dinosaur, trying to go about your day, and suddenly hearing that bone-shaking, terrifying roar. You'd know you were in trouble. With its massive jaws and sharp teeth, the T-Rex could crush bones and take down even the largest prey. It was built for hunting and domination. But how did the T-Rex become this incredible hunter? What's truly fascinating about the T-Rex is the mystery that still surrounds it. When the first fossils were discovered in the early 1900s, scientists were absolutely stunned. They uncovered the bones of a creature that was both terrifying and majestic, aptly naming it Tyrannosaurus Rex, which means Tyrant Lizard King. This name captured its essence as a true ruler among dinosaurs. But there's so much we're still learning about the T-Rex. For example, did you know that recent studies suggest it had a surprisingly advanced brain for a dinosaur? Some scientists even believe it might have been capable of hunting in packs. But interestingly, you might find it hard to believe that such a massive predator started out so small. But it's true. Meet Dilong, one of the early ancestors of the T-Rex. A long time before the mighty T-Rex, about 160 million years ago, in a place we now call China, here in the Zhonga Basin, lived a small, frail dinosaur named Guanlong, which means crown lizard. Unlike the massive T-Rex, Guanlong was just 3 meters long and weighed only about 75 kilograms. It's almost hard to believe that such a small creature could be the forefather of the mighty T-Rex. Life for Guanlong was no walk in the park. It lived in a world filled with danger, surrounded by larger predators. Yet, somehow, these tiny ancestors managed to survive and thrive. But how? They had to be smart and fast for sure, constantly on the lookout for threats. Around this time, the Earth was going through some massive changes. Climate change and volcanic eruptions were making life unpredictable. These events triggered migrations, forcing creatures like Guanlong to leave their homes in search of safer grounds and more abundant resources. These migrations weren't simple, they were epic journeys that spanned continents. As these small dinosaurs journeyed from Eurasia to North America, they faced numerous challenges. Navigating through new and unfamiliar territories, they were always on the move. The volcanic eruptions released massive amounts of carbon dioxide, causing global warming. This warming transformed Siberia and the Arctic into lush forests, rich in vegetation and prey. This new, greener world beckoned to the ancestors of T-Rex, promising a better chance at survival. But the journey wasn't easy, the Earth's surface shifting and changing beneath your feet. Tectonic shifts played a crucial role in shaping the path of these ancient creatures. The Earth's plates moved, creating land bridges that connected continents. These natural highways allowed the dinosaurs to travel vast distances, searching for new habitats and food sources. As you picture these dinosaurs on the move, you might wonder where they finally settled. During the late Cretaceous period, the world looked very different from today. What we now know as North America was actually split into 2 parts by a shallow sea called the Western Interior Seaway. The T-Rex thrived on the western side of this ancient continent, an area we call Laramidia. This region stretched from modern-day Alaska down to Mexico, offering a rich and varied environment for these mighty creatures. Over millions of years, these frail ancestors evolved. They adapted to new environments, developed new hunting skills, and slowly grew in size and strength. What started as a small, frail creature eventually transformed into the fearsome T-Rex, the king of dinosaurs. Early ancestors like Guanlong had to be quick and clever to survive. Over millions of years, these small predators honed their hunting abilities. They became more strategic, learning to stalk and ambush their prey with precision. Hunting wasn't just about brute strength, it required intelligence and cunning. One of the most significant changes was the enlargement of the cerebrum, the part of the brain responsible for complex behaviors. With a larger cerebrum, these dinosaurs developed better problem-solving skills and coordination. This brain growth suggests they might have been capable of more sophisticated hunting strategies, possibly even working in groups to take down larger prey. Another piece of crucial transformation had to do with their eyesight. The early ancestors of the T-Rex had forward-facing eyes, which provided them with binocular vision. This type of vision allowed them to judge distances accurately, a vital skill for a predator that relies on catching fast-moving prey. The evolution of sensory faculties also played a crucial role. These dinosaurs developed an incredibly keen sense of smell and advanced hearing. Their olfactory bulbs, the part of the brain involved in processing smells, were significantly enlarged. This enhancement meant they could detect prey from far away, even in the dark. Their advanced hearing allowed them to pick up the faintest sounds, alerting them to the presence of both prey and potential threats. Blue's ancestors, let's call it Yellow, had a tough life living in the shadows of larger predators. Imagine being a small dinosaur in a world filled with giants. Early tyrannosaurs had to constantly avoid being eaten by bigger, more dominant dinosaurs. One of these terrifying predators was the Allosaurus. Yellow, just trying to find food and stay safe, always had to be on the lookout for the massive Allosaurus, which could grow up to 30 feet long. This fearsome hunter had sharp teeth and claws, making it a serious threat to our little Yellow. Every day was a struggle for survival, with Yellow having to use all its wits and agility to avoid becoming a meal. This constant threat forced them to adapt in remarkable ways. They had to become faster, smarter, and more resilient. Yellow evolved over millions of years, its legs growing stronger and more powerful. These adaptations allowed it to run at impressive speeds, reaching up to 40 kilometers per hour, about 25 miles per hour. This speed was crucial, helping Yellow chase down prey and, more importantly, escape from predators like the Allosaurus. As they evolved, these small dinosaurs gradually increased in size. They developed stronger muscles, tougher bones, and more powerful jaws. Each generation became more formidable, better equipped to dominate their environment. Their intelligence also grew, making them not just predators, but apex predators. Hunters at the very top of the food chain. When we talk about the T-Rex, we're talking about a creature with physical capabilities that are just mind-blowing. For starters, did you know that the T-Rex could run at speeds of 30 to 50 kilometers per hour? That's pretty fast for a dinosaur that weighed as much as an elephant. The T-Rex had a bite force of 60,000 newtons. To put that in perspective, that's about 7 times stronger than the bite of an alligator. Its jaw structure and muscle anatomy were designed for one thing: crushing bones. With jaws that strong, it could easily snap through the bones of its prey, ensuring that nothing could escape it once it was caught. But it was the hunting strategies that were key to the T-Rex's success. One of the coolest things about the T-Rex is that it had excellent depth perception. Its forward-facing eyes gave it the ability to judge distances accurately, which is crucial for when you're a predator. This depth perception allowed the T-Rex to be a master of ambush tactics. It could hide and wait for the perfect moment to strike, ensuring that its prey had little chance of escape. There's also evidence suggesting that T-Rex might have hunted in groups, a coordinated effort where some T-Rexes would drive prey towards others lying in wait. This kind of strategy would make them even more formidable hunters. In many ways, does this remind us how wolves hunt in pack nowadays? The idea of group hunting adds a layer of intelligence to the T-Rex that makes it even more impressive. When it comes to diet, the T-Rex wasn't picky. It primarily hunted large herbivores like these Triceratops. Fossil evidence, including bite marks on bones, tells us a lot about their diet. These bite marks are like a signature, showing us exactly how the T-Rex fed. The T-Rex would use its massive jaws to deliver a powerful bite, sometimes crushing bones in the process. Fossilized remains with these deep bite marks tell us that the T-Rex was not only a hunter, but also a scavenger, willing to eat anything it could find. As time went on, more significant discoveries were made, not just in the US, but around the world. In Utah, for example, paleontologists found fossils that revealed new insights into the T-Rex's relatives. And in China's Zhonghua Basin, the discovery of Guanlong, a much smaller ancestor of the T-Rex, provided a crucial piece of the evolutionary puzzle. But the surprises didn't stop there. In Japan, scientists uncovered fossils that indicated large Tyrannosaurus had once roamed the region, expanding our understanding of their geographical range. One of the most exciting finds was the identification of new species like Lithronax, meaning Gore King, and Tumerlengia. Lithronax, discovered in Utah, was a massive predator that lived millions of years before T-Rex. Its fossils showed features that hinted at how T-Rex's formidable traits evolved. Tumerlengia, on the other hand, was found in Uzbekistan and was smaller but had an advanced brain and senses, giving clues about the cognitive evolution of Tyrannosaurus. The process of uncovering these fossils is just the beginning. Once the bones are out of the ground, the real detective work begins. Scientists use a technique called phylogenetic analysis to map out the family tree of the T-Rex and its relatives. By comparing hundreds of characteristics from different fossils, they can trace the evolutionary changes that led to the T-Rex. It's like piecing together a giant prehistoric puzzle, where each new discovery adds another piece to the picture. But it's not just about comparing bones. Modern technology allows scientists to delve even deeper into the past. CT scans, for instance, have revolutionized the way we study dinosaur fossils. By scanning the skulls of these ancient creatures, researchers can create detailed 3D models of their brains. This has led to some astonishing revelations about the T-Rex's brain structure. For example, did you know that the T-Rex had an enlarged cerebrum, which might have given it advanced problem-solving skills? These scans also show that the T-Rex had excellent hearing, thanks to a well-developed inner ear. It's these kinds of details that bring the T-Rex to life, giving us a better understanding of how it lived, hunted, and dominated its environment. But all good things come to an end. 66 million years ago, a cataclysmic event changed the course of life on Earth. An asteroid, about 10 kilometers wide, slammed into what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The impact was devastating, creating a crater over 150 kilometers in diameter and releasing energy billions of times more powerful than the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This was the beginning of the end for the dinosaurs, including our mighty T-Rex. The immediate aftermath of the impact was apocalyptic. The explosion sent massive amounts of debris into the atmosphere, blocking out sunlight and causing temperatures to plummet. The Earth was plunged into darkness, and the climate changed drastically. For creatures that depend on warmth and sunlight, this sudden shift was catastrophic. As the dust and particles settled, the planet experienced a nuclear winter effect. Plants couldn't photosynthesize without sunlight, leading to the collapse of food chains. Herbivores, which relied on plants, began to die off, and with their decline, the predators that fed on them, including the T-Rex, found themselves facing starvation. It was a domino effect of extinction. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. While the T-Rex and most other dinosaurs perished, not all of them were wiped out. The legacy of the T-Rex lives on in a surprising way. Have you ever looked at a bird and thought about its ancient ancestors? Birds are actually the direct descendants of small theropod dinosaurs. So, in a way, the T-Rex's lineage continues to this day, soaring in the skies above us. These surviving theropods, the early birds, had several advantages that helped them endure the harsh post-impact world. Their small size, warm-blooded nature, and ability to fly allowed them to find food and shelter more easily than their larger, ground-dwelling relatives. Over millions of years, these birds evolved and diversified into the thousands of species we see today. The evolutionary impact of the T-Rex and its kin is profound. The traits that helped the T-Rex become such an effective predator, keen senses, powerful muscles, and a complex brain, can be seen in modern birds. When you watch a bird of prey like an eagle or hawk hunting with precision, you're seeing the echoes of the T-Rex's formidable hunting skills. This connection between past and present is fascinating, isn't it? You've seen it in movies, read about it in books, and even heard its terrifying roar in video games. This dinosaur has become a cultural icon, capturing our imaginations like no other prehistoric creature. Think about it. From the moment Jurassic Park hit the big screen, the T-Rex was thrust into the spotlight. Its thrilling chase scenes and powerful presence left an indelible mark on audiences. And it's not just movies. T-Rex has appeared in countless TV shows, cartoons, and even comic books. It's a symbol of raw power and primal fear, fascinating people of all ages. So why are you so captivated by the T-Rex? Part of its sheer size and strength. It represents the ultimate predator, a creature that once ruled the earth. The myths and legends surrounding the T-Rex add to its allure. There are stories of its unmatched ferocity, its incredible hunting skills, and its reign as the king of the dinosaurs. These tales, while sometimes exaggerated, have fueled our collective fascination. On the scientific front, the T-Rex continues to be a subject of intense study and discovery. Paleontologists around the world are constantly uncovering new fossils and using advanced technology to learn more about this incredible creature. For instance, CT scans allow scientists to examine the structure of T-Rex bones and skulls in details. This technology helps them understand how the T-Rex moved, how it hunted, and even how it might have sounded. One of the most exciting advancements in recent years is the study of T-Rex's brain. By analyzing fossilized skulls with high-tech imaging, researchers have discovered that T-Rex had a much more complex brain than previously thought. This suggests it might have had advanced sensory capabilities and possibly even social behaviors, which challenges the traditional view of the T-Rex as a solitary predator. Another fascinating area of study is the T-Rex's growth and development. Scientists have found that the T-Rex grew at an astonishing rate, putting on about 5 pounds a day during its teenage years. This rapid growth spurt helped it reach its massive size, giving it an edge over other predators. And let's not forget about its bite force. Studies show that the T-Rex had the most powerful bite of any land animal, capable of crushing bones with ease. Looking ahead, the future of paleontology promises even more exciting discoveries. As technology advances, so does our ability to study ancient creatures. New methods of analyzing fossils, such as 3D modeling and isotopic analysis, are providing deeper insights into the lives of dinosaurs. And with ongoing excavations around the world, who knows what new T-Rex fossils might be uncovered? So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.